Hey guys, this is Chris, Tabletop Sports Delaware, and we are bringing you a new to us game that I've watched a couple of other channels playing recently. Most recently, Rob, and looks like a fun game. Got it. It's a nice little distraction. I enjoy it immensely. Fast Drive Football, right there by Al Wilson. I got used to the game, played 3 or 4 games, and I decided to make a football league. And we are going to follow the Delmarva Football League, starting with its inaugural season. It is 12 teams in 2 divisions. The first division is the Chesapeake Division, which are cities that are closer to the Chesapeake Bay. And the second is the Delaware Division, cities that are closer to the Delaware River and Delaware Bay. So without any, I'll tell you the teams as we go. We're going to play the first week, the first 3 games, which are all Chesapeake Division games. So let us go ahead and without any further ado get this party started right there, Fast Drive Football. And you can see we have first game between the Cambridge, Maryland Bridgers and the Cape Charles, Virginia Pointers. You can see the qualities that have come up through creating these teams. The Cambridge Bridgers head coach Don Ariano looking to get things started. And Cape Charles Pointers have a really good coach in Luke Moore. So we're going to see how it goes. Let's play some footballs, shall we? Yep, okay, all right, opening, kickoff, Cambridge and Cape Charles. That's my decider die, football or basketball die for Stratomatic. So that's going to be Cambridge, and they have got for kickoff, scroll down here, we got 35, which is quarter 1, Cambridge with average. All right, let's see what we got. This drive. Yeah, we got to get that over there. Which means we probably need to lessen that a little bit. I'm working on the setup. You know how I do. Alrighty, so we have 4, so that's 2 ticks off the clock. 1, 2. 4, 4, 6. So we go up to 4, 4, 6. Poor field position, no. Quarterback moves out of the pocket, fires the end zone, touchdown pass for Cambridge, right from the word jump. Extra point, they're good up to 66. They need to roll a second 11 to miss it. They don't. It's good. Extra point is good. Cambridge scores 7. Kickoff to Cape Charles. Coach Ariano getting his team started good, 64. And that will be Cape with average. Alrighty, here we go with, let's see all them good. 2 ticks off the clock for their drive. And we got a 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. We have, we're not going with an early season. Dull offense for Cape, no. So that is going to be a touchdown run. And these teams are lighting it up right from the word jump. These are all new teams. We don't know how they're going to do so far. 1, 3, that's extra point good. We got to get to know these guys because they're kind of brand new on the football scene. All right, kick off to Cambridge. That's going to be right there. Kick off 26 is going to be average field position for Cambridge. Alrighty, let's find out. Red die is a 4, that's 2 ticks. And we're looking at a 2, 4, 4 for a play. 2, 4, 4. Poor field position, no. Inept defense. Cape, no, they are not inept. So that's field goal attempt for Cambridge. And that will be a 3, 5, and that's going to be good. Field goal is good. Cambridge 3. And these guys are lighting up the scoreboards here, folks. All All right, kickoff to Cape Charles, and that's going to be a 15. Roll 1d6. Odd result. The returner's in the open. We're going to use the black. It's odd. So we go to in the open, which is right over here. And roll another d6. We're going to read the red. 5. And that's going to be nobody going to catch him. Touchdown. Cape Charles. Touchdown kickoff return. No time elapsed. Holy wow. 1-2 is going to be good on the extra point. Cape Charles is up 14-10, and we're only halfway through the first quarter. Kickoff to Cambridge. That's going to be a 33, which will be Cambridge average field position. All right, let's get a real play here. 3, so that's 2 ticks. 2 ticks. We're looking for 3, 5, 6. Reliable or disciplined offense? No, not a good offense for Cambridge. Meek defense? No, that's going to be an interception thrown. INT. So let's look at interception. Looking at the red, 6. If it's 5 or 6, again, it's a touchdown. Otherwise, it's just great. That is a cocked die. Nope, just great field position for Cape Charles. Okay, we're having one heck of a doozy here, starting off the season with a brand new league. That's a decider die, so we're looking at 5 is 3 ticks off the clock, nearing the end of the first quarter, looking for 3, 4, 5, dynamic or home offense. Cape is the home team. 3, 4, 5, field goal attempt. And that's going to be a 54. Cape, they're good up to 56. Cape 3. Goodness, we have got ourselves some fireworks here in the first quarter here at Cape Charles, Virginia. Inaugural game of the Delmarva Football League. Kickoff is going to be 56, so Cambridge takes over the average field position. Final play of the first quarter. It's going to be 2 ticks, so anything happens, it's going to happen in the second quarter. Dink. Dink. We're looking at a 1-3-5. 1-3-5. Rusher breaks through the line, but a clean hit knocks the ball loose. Fumble. We have fumble. What are you doing? Stop doing that. Fumble right there. Let's roll. We're looking at the red. 4. Defensive lineman rumbles downfield for a decent return. Opponent has great field position. And Cape Charles just taking advantage of a situation here. 5 is 3 ticks off the clock here. And we're looking for a 3, 5, 6 for Cape Charles. Stop doing that. Reliable or disciplined offense? They are neither. Meek defense? They are not a meek defense. They've got one heck of a defense. Interception. First chink in the armor shown by Cape Charles. Reading the red, that's going to be a 3. Defender has a modest return before sliding to the ground, so Cambridge starts with average field position. Let's roll their play. It's going to be 2 ticks off the clock with that red 4. 4, 4, 6. Poor field position? No, it's kind of great. Quarterback moves out of the pocket, fires to the back of the end zone. Touchdown for Cambridge. Touchdown pass. Extra point. 26 is good. Cambridge 7. By the way, Cambridge 10. Cape 17. First quarter. Cape Charles 17-10. Cambridge comes back and ties it up. just about midway through the second quarter. Here's the kickoff to Cape Charles, and that's going to be a 32, which finds Cape taking over with average field position. All right, here's their drive. They drive downfield. They take a huge chunk coming to the end of the second half. It doesn't roll another 6, so it's just 4. 256. Staunch defense for Cambridge. Semi, decide or die says no. We're looking at 256. Oh, 256. Yeah, no. Sorry, wrong one. Great field position. It's average. 256. Home or disciplined offense. It's Cape. They are home. So that's going to count. We got a field goal attempt for Cape Charles to take the lead here late in the first half, and that is a 12. That is going to be good enough. Field goal is good. Cape 3. Yeah, I knew we were going to run out of room, so I need to adjust this slightly. Like so. There we go. Alrighty. Coach Luke Moore brings the Pointers back. 20-17. Getting low on time here in the second quarter. Kickoff to Cambridge is a 44. And that's going to give us Cambridge average field position. They got 2 ticks left on the clock. Let's see how they do. 2, that is, now get back where you were. So this is going to end the half. 124 with a decider dot. 124. We're saying it's a current season, so no interception. Great field position. It is average, and that's a punt. So let us do the punt return for Cape. And that'll be a 23. First punt of the game, I think that was. 23, so Cape. Poor field position and end of half. So another 7 for Cambridge. 3 for Cape Charles. And at the half, first game of the inaugural season for the Delmarva Football League. Cape Charles Pointers behind Luke Moore. They are 20-17 ahead of the Cambridge Bridgers. Don Ariana looking to get his team back into it. All right, here we go with the third quarter, and this is going to be Cape receiving the kick. Let's get it going. Kickoff is going to be a 43, which will leave them with average field position to start here in the third quarter. See what their drive holds. 3 takes 2 ticks off the clock. That's a 236 for Cape. 236 looks like prolific offense. Semi, decide or die says yes it is, because it's right there. It slid down a little bit. Okay, 236. Prolific, yes. Touchdown pass for Cape Charles, and they just keep piling it on. Extra point is a 45. That is good. Extra point, good. Cape extends their lead 27-17. Let's get this kickoff going to Cambridge. That is going to be a 35, which will leave Cambridge in average field position. Alrighty. Okay, that's 3 ticks off the clock for the Bridgers. 235 for Cambridge. Quarterback scrambles and is hit as he throws. It's picked off, interception. And Cape's soft, semi-soft, and semi-undisciplined defense is having moments of, no, Cambridge, you can't do this. Reading the red with a 6. He's got to roll a 5 or a 6 again. It's a touchdown. Otherwise, it's great. Nope. So Cape is going to start with great field position. Cape Charles. Red 2 is 2 ticks off the clock. 2, 2, 3. Undisciplined defense. Cambridge, no. They got a great defense. Mild defense. No, they got a great defense. Results in a punt. Pointers with the kick. That's a 15 coming back for Cambridge. And 15, perfect punt. Cambridge starts deep inside the 10, perhaps, with poor field position. So here we go, the Bridgers. 1 tick off the clock for Cambridge as they come marching down the field. 166. Right there. Dull defense. They are not. There's nothing dull about either of these two teams. Receiver leaps up, beating the defender to the ball. Touchdown. And the Bridgers are fighting back. Extra point. That's a 66. And the Bridgers are good to 66, so they got to roll again. As long as it's not an 11, they made it. Extra point good. Cambridge keeping pace. 27-24 is your score. Down by 3 here, getting close to the end of the third quarter. Kickoff to Cape Charles, and that's going to be a 36, which is receiving team takes over with average field position. All right, let's see what their drive is. Cape Charles trying to make something happen. Keep this lead going. 2 ticks off the clock with the red 2. 2, 4, 5. Get there. Stop it. Dynamic offense or soft defense? Dynamic, yes. Offense moves into great field position and re-roll. And it actually only takes 1 tick off the clock with that red dot. So we move to great and re-roll. That's going to be 3 ticks off the clock, which will end the quarter. 4, 5, 5, 4. Cape Charles to pointers. 4, 5, 5. That's going to be dull defense. No. Quarterback lunges across the goal line for a score. Touchdown. And Cambridge roaring back again. Score for score. Very high scoring affair here. 1-1 for Cape Charles. That's good because they're good through 61. Extra point is good. Cape 7. And that's going to end the third quarter. And 14 points for the Pointers. 7 points for the Bridgers. Cambridge trailing Luke Moore's Cape Charles Pointers by a score of 34-24. And we go to the fourth quarter. Cambridge set. Here comes the kickoff. That's going to be a 22. And receiving team takes over with average. So fourth quarter. Yeah, I'll make a little delineation there. Cambridge. Average field position. It's a 2-score game. They've got to put some points on the board. They're running out of time. This game can go by quickly in the final period. That is 2 ticks off the clock. 3, 4, 6 for Cambridge. Great field position. Average. Erratic offense or disciplined defense. Erratic. Semi says yes. It's going to result in a punt. They did not need that. 12 on the punt return. Something exciting can happen here for Cape Charles. Not like they need the help. Red 3 is odd, so the returner is in the open. Reading the red, and the red is a 6. Stiff arms the punter and is home free. Touchdown, Cape Charles. Kickoff return, punt return. Cape Charles with a run. And Cape Charles with a pass. If they can score, they're doing it. Touchdown, punt return. Extra point is a 56, so that is good. Cape, 7 more points, and they are pulling ahead. That makes it 41-24. Kickoff to Cambridge. And that's going to be a 34 for the kickoff, which is right up here. Cambridge is going to take over with average field position, but they are down 17 points. They got a long way to go and not a lot of time to do it. Here we go. 3 ticks off the clock. They did not need that to happen. 2-5-5 for Cambridge. Staunch defense. No. Cape is not. Great field position or undisciplined defense. The Side or Die says yes. Undisciplined defense. Touchdown run for the Bridgers. Touchdown run. Extra point. 15. So the extra point is good. Cambridge not going quietly into that night. Not going to give up without a fight. They're going to kick off to Cape Charles. That's a 15. And Cape Charles 1d6 if it's either open or great. If it is odd, returner is in the open. Alright, we're reading the red. Cape Charles 4. Caught from behind after a long run. Great field position. So Cape is going to start with great field position with 7 ticks left here in the game. Here is their drive. 2 ticks come off the clock. And that's going to be a 3:45 for Cape. You see that? Yep, 3:45. Dynamic or home offense? It's the home offense. 3:45, and that's a field goal attempt. Cape Charles up to 56, and that is a 55 just through the upright. And Cape keeps piling on points. 17-10. Now it's a 13-point lead. Kickoff to Cambridge is a 13, and that's going to be a huge hit. We've got a fumble. We're going to read the red. Red is a 6. Returner recovers his own fumble for average field position. Okay, Cambridge gets lucky on that one. Fumble recovered. Cambridge average. All right. A lot of stuff going on in the fourth quarter. Not a lot of time coming off. But now we're getting to the nitty-gritty. 266 for the Cambridge Bridgers. Passive defense, not quite. Clumsy offense or active defense? No. Neither case. That's going to be a punt. Goodness, they are forced to punt. That's going to be a 25 for your return, which should be average 25. Perfect punt. Cape starts with poor field position. Alrighty. Cape Charles, only 3 ticks left. They use 1. Neither team is efficient nor inefficient. Cape Charles 144. Cambridge, I think, is out of time on this one. 144. Poor field position. Yes. It's going to be a punt backed up. So Cambridge going to get the ball. Don't know what they'll be able to do with it this far down. Let's see what we've got for this punt. That's a 34. Receiving team takes over with average field position. 2 ticks left here. 2.5 minutes left to go in the game, and there are 2 ticks off the clock right there. This is going to end at 1-2-5 for Cambridge. And solid offense? No. 1-2-5. Punishing defense? No. They're going to have to punt it away. Cape Charles with the return of 24. And that's going to be Cape. Poor. End of game. Cape scores 10 more. Cambridge scores 7. So your final score is going to be 10, 20, 30, 41, 44 to 31. Cape Charles Pointers win the very first game, Chesapeake Division game of the Delmarva Football League first season. Let's go ahead and do game number 2. Because I want to do 3 games. Yeah, we can do that. We can do 3 games. You know why we can do 3 games? Because we're awesome. Alright, let's Let's move that out the way right there, perhaps. Put that where we can see it. Get you guys here. Come on. All right. Game 2 is going to be between the Chestertown, Maryland Geese, and they are being helmed by head coach Dave Robinson, and the Easton, Maryland Sentinels, head coach Donald Turner. And let's go ahead and see how this game goes right here. Opening kickoff is underway here in Easton, Maryland. And that's going to be home team. Sentinels are taking it with a 1-4, which is going to give them kickoff. Poor tackling, good running. They start with great field position. So, Easton, great fielding position. All right, here we go. Easton with the first drive. It's going to be 2 ticks off the clock. And they've got a 3-4-4. Secure or home offense. It is the home offense. They're going to punt. Uh, 35 should be right there. 35, average field position for Seatown. All right, here we go. Chestertown, the Geese. They're in the flying V. They're taking some time off the clock early here. 1, 2, 3, 4, optional roll. Re-roll that 6 if it's another 6. 2 more ticks off, but no. So 156 for Seatown. Da-de-da. Poor field position. It is average. Great field position. It is average. They're going to have to punt. What does that star mean? For seasons prior to 01, runner loses grip. It's a fumble. Now we're just playing it like it's current. So punt for Chestertown. The Geese kicking the ball to the Sentinels. Get a 45 for their punt return, and that's going to be receiving team takes over with average. So Easton, average, halfway through the first quarter, scoreless game. 2 ticks off the clock for Easton's drive. 2:36, and that's going to be prolific offense. Yes, Easton has a prolific offense. Touchdown pass for Easton. Splits the seam, catches him going in, backside of the strong safety. Touchdown for Easton. Extra point, good, 266. Roll again, make sure it's not double ones. Nope, extra point is good. Easton, 7 points. Here comes the kickoff to Chestertown. 25 for the Geese, and they're going to take over with average field position for their drive. 5 minutes left here in the first quarter. 2 ticks off the clock with the red 2. 246. Stop trying to copy stuff. I don't want to copy stuff. 246. Dull offense. Seatown. No. 246. Runner turns a corner. Nothing but daylight. Touchdown, and the Geese tie it up. It's going to be a 33. Extra point is good. Tie game. Easton Sentinels and Chestertown Geese at 7 each. 2:30 left to go here in the first quarter. It's going to be 26 for Easton's kickoff return, which makes it they take over with average field position. Alrighty. And they're going to end the quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will go into the second. Is it going to take more time off? Nope. 3-5-6 for Easton. 3-5-6, reliable or disciplined offense? No. 3-5-6, meek defense? No. That's going to be an interception. Turnover. Chestertown. We're reading the red for singles. It's a 4, good return. They take over with great field position. Alrighty, here we go. The Chestertown Geese. Let's see what Seatown can do. Takes a couple of ticks off the clock. It's a 1, 2, 3. What will it be? Poor field position? No, quite the contrary. Great field position. Yes, it is great field position. That's a touchdown pass. Screen over the blitz. And Chestertown roars ahead, takes their first lead in this game. Let's check the extra point. They got to get 61 or lower. They get a 14. I'm reading it wrong. But yeah, 41. Extra points did not make a difference in the first game. Seatown 7. Your score at the end of the first quarter was 7-7. And now Easton getting the kickoff here. Almost midway through the second quarter. That's going to be a 64. They take over with average field position. See, I might have been doing the ascending like that. You're not supposed to do that. Okay, Easton's drive. 4 on the red is 2 ticks off the clock. 2:44. Poor field position. Nope, it is average. Inept defense. Nope, just undisciplined. Field goal attempt for the Sentinels. And they roll a 56. It is no good. Field goal X. Chestertown takes over with average field position. Looking to increase their lead. Red 1 tick off the clock. 1:45. Great field position. Nope, it is average. Inept defense. No. Touchdown run. He jukes, he spins, he's gone down the sideline to the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Chestertown. And they are coming alive here in the second quarter. And not worried about that one. That is a 31, so the extra point is good. And Seatown puts another touchdown up. It is 21-7 over the Sentinels. All right, here we go. Yep, we have 1, 2, 7, 5 ticks left on the clock in this quarter. Easton's kick return is going to be taken over with average field position. Alrighty. Let's see what their drive holds. 1 tick off the clock with a red 1. 1:46 with a decider. Staunch defense. Nope, they're undisciplined. Ball carrier, stiff arm linebacker, sprints into the end zone. Touchdown run for the Sentinels. They're trying to keep pace best they can. 51 is going to be good on the extra point. Make sure they don't roll that 11 because they got 1 through 66. It is good. Easton, 7 points. Let's draw that so we know what points to count when we go to the half. 4 ticks left. Kickoff to Seatown. And that's going to be a 1-1. Returner muffs the catch and is caught before he can get upfield. Poor position for the Geese. Hopefully nothing will come of that. They don't want to just give the ball over if they can avoid it. Trip 3s. We are going for an unusual result. 2 ticks off the clock. Unusual result, table A. Let's roll it. 25. Pinned inside the 5-yard line. Quarterback throws a slant to the wide receiver, and he is gone. He could go all the way. Touchdown! Wow, they pulled that rabbit out of their nether regions. Chestertown Geese lighten it up. 54 is a good extra point. They put 7 more on the board. All right, here's the kickoff to Easton. 2 ticks left on the clock is all we've got, and we have rolled a 31, so they're going to take over with average field position. Electric, one might say. Second period here. That's going to be 2 ticks, and that's going to take us to the half. 2:33 for Easton. Solid offense. No, they are not. Mild defense. They are not. That's going to be a punt. So let's see if Chestertown can make anything else happen here. 4-4. They're going to take over with average, and that's going to end the half. Now we're getting some high-scoring games in this league, ladies and gentlemen. That's 21 for Seatown, 7 more for Easton. So your score at the half is 28-14, Chestertown Geese. Head coach Dave Robinson is loving that over the Easton Sentinels here in Easton, Maryland, here in the inaugural week of the first season of the Delmarva Football League. All right, let's go in at a half. Coach Robinson, how's it going with your team? Well, we're playing some good ball. We had that pick, and we scored some stuff. Really would have liked to have put a little more on the board, but you got to keep them interested so they just don't jump on the bus. And well, actually, they're home, so they don't really need to jump on the bus. But you know how it is. Got to play some football. All right, thank you very much, Coach. Appreciate the interview. Here we go. Starting the third quarter, and Chestertown is going to get the opening kickoff as Easton got the kickoff in the first quarter. Trip ones. That's not a rare play, though. 1-1 returner muffs the catch and is caught before he can get upfield. Poor field position for the Geese. Here's their opening drive. 2 ticks on the red 3. That's a 135 for Seatown. Rusher breaks through the line, but a clean hit knocks the ball loose. Fumble. Let's see what happens with that fumble. Going to read the red. 1. Ball is fumbled yards short of the goal line. Poor field position for the opponent. So Easton takes advantage of the turnover. Chestertown's first major miscue of the game. All right, let's see if Easton can capitalize here. 1 tick off the clock for the Sentinels. 1-1-2. Punishing defense, no. Soft defense, no. And they've got to punt the ball away. So that's a 63. Let's see, 63 long punt, but negated by a nice return. Great field position for Chestertown as the Geese take over near midfield. All right, here we go. Seatown, 2 ticks off clock. 3-3-5 for their drive. Great field position. Yes, field goal attempt for the Geese, and that's a 56. They're going to miss it. Field goal, no. Easton takes over with average field position. Scoreless here in the third quarter in a 28-14 game. Geese over the Sentinels. That's 1 tick off the clock for Easton. A 156 for their play. Poor field position, no. Great field position, nope, just average. They're going to have to punt the ball away. Chestertown back to receive. Darnell Hicks is deep. 1-4. Punt. 1-4-14. Perfect punt execution. Pins return deep. Team deep in their own end. Poor field position as Chestertown takes over halfway through the third quarter. Here is their drive. 1 tick off the clock with the red 1. 156, and stop it. Poor field position, yes. They're going to be forced to punt. 3 and out. 36 for Easton to bring it back, and that's going to be, they take over with average field position. 5 ticks left here in the third quarter. Third quarter running kind of long a little bit. 2 ticks off there. 2:35 for the Sentinels. Quarterback scrambles and is hit as he throws, picked off, interception. And Chestertown just making things happen. Red 2. Defenders tackled immediately after the pick. Opponent has average field position. 3 ticks left on the clock. 5 or a 6 will end it. That is a 6, but only a 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So anything happens, it'll be in the fourth quarter at the end of the drive. 2:66 for the Geese. Passive defense, no. Clumsy defense, or clumsy offense. Decide or die says yes. That's going to be a fumble. Ball is stripped. Let's see. Read the red. 5. Runner coughs up the ball on the offense's own end of the field. And Easton's going to take over with great field position. Score is still 28-14. Here in the fourth quarter, Easton needs to start making something happen. Minute 15 comes off the clock. 1:36 for their drive. Prolific offense it is. Defensive back bites on the pump fake. Wide receiver wide in the open, and he lets it fly, and that is a touchdown for Easton, and they're coming back. They are fighting back in this game. Here's the extra point. 34 is going to be good. Easton scores 7. It is 28-21, and now we've got a football game. Here's the kickoff to Chestertown. Foul ball. Roll them all. It's going to be a 31, and they're going to take over with average field position. Here's their drive. 2 ticks off the clock with a red 4. 4-4-5. For Seatown, erratic offense, no. Stiff or disciplined defense, they are stiff, and they force a punt, Easton does. Defense stands up right when it needs to. Another cocked die on the red. Even though it didn't count, it's cocked. I re-roll it. 6-2 for the punt. And receiving team takes over with average field position. We've got 10 minutes left in the game. Chestertown 28-21 lead. Here's Easton's drive. 3 ticks off the clock on that one. And gets inside 7 minutes to go. 2:35 for the Sentinels. And that's going to be quarterback scrambles. Hit as he's thrown. Interception. And Seatown just not going to give this one up. Going to read the red on the interception table, and that's going to be a 5. Receiver catches defender for the touchdown saving tackle, but they still have great field position. So Seatown gets past midfield down to about the 37. They're going to start their drive there. 2 ticks off the clock with a red 3. Getting close to the end of the game here. And we can tilt it a little so you can still see the results as we write them down. 3:45. For Chestertown with good field position. Dynamic or home. Decide or die says they are dynamic. And that's going to be a field goal attempt for Seatown to extend their lead late in the game. 32 is going to be good. Field goal is good. That was lost, by the way. So Seatown scores 3. And it is 31-21 right now. 3 ticks left on the clock. Easton getting the kick. 31, and that's going to be they take over with average field position, and the Sentinels come back. No, that's going to be the game no matter what happens. 156. Poor field position punt. Now I need to double check if it goes over by 1 tick, they can do a desperation. Sorry, it's been a while since I've read the rules. Let me make sure, because I just happen to have them handy-ish. Rules. So I want to make sure. We're looking at end of last tick, end of game. Where is the desperation? We want to make sure on this it's resulted in a punt. Last play desperation. If the fourth quarter drive uses exactly the number of ticks remaining and it's tied or a one-score game, it's not a one-score game. So no. That is going to mean it results in a punt. Chestertown, 34, we're going to say that they get average, and that's end of game. Easton tried to come back in the fourth quarter, couldn't do it. Your final score is going to be 28-31, Chestertown Geese, 21, Easton Sentinels. And we've got one more Chesapeake Division game to bring you. We're going about a 20-minute a game clip, which is good by me. All right. Our final game of this evening. Let's get these guys right there. Right there. And your final game this evening is going to be between the Onancock, Virginia Indians and the Pocomoke City Maryland Rounders. Doink, we'll put them right there. Onancock Indians, helmed by head coach Dick Tower, looking to do really good things with Onancock. Got an average defense, but a solid, reliable, and efficient offense at times. Bill Thomas helming the hometown Pocomoke City Rounders. They have their moments. Let's just see how this game goes. Let's see who gets the opening kickoff. And that's going to be Pocomoke City with 51. That's going to be average. So, quarter one, Pocomoke. Average. Here comes their first drive. Red 1 for 1 tick. 115 for Pocomoke City. 115. Poor field position? No. Erratic or undisciplined offense? No. And that's going to be a field goal attempt to open up the game for the Rounders. 63. It's good to 64. Field goal is good. Pocomoke City scores 3. And Onancock is back to get the kickoff. 66. Oh my goodness. And they take over with average. It's not like APBA or anything, guys. All right, average field position for their opening drive. The Indians, 2 ticks off the clock with a red 3. 133 for Onancock. Poor field position, no. Inept defense, no. And we are doing 133. Nope, sorry. Prolific offense, no. Punishing defense. Decide or die says yes. So that's going to be backed up punt. Punt backed up. Backed up. Need more Metamucil in your diet. 53 receiving team takes over. Nope. Long punt. But a great return. So Pocomoke City is going to take over with great field position. Here we go. 4 ticks off the clock. Optional 2 more. Nope, that's a 2. So it's 466 for the Rounders. Pocomoke City. Staunch defense, no. 466. Impressive end drives with a great pass and a catch. Touchdown, Pocomoke City. You need 64 or less. Extra point is good. And they take a 10-0 lead. Here's the kickoff to Onancock. 46. And they're going to take over with average field position. Let's see if they can make something happen here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Forgot that. 4 ticks off the clock for Onancock. Getting close to the end of the first quarter. No, it's just 4. 2-2-6 for Onancock's drive. Secure offense? No. 2-2-6. Passive defense? No. That's going to be a fumble. Onancock with the fumble. Reading the red die is a 3. Defender had, nope. Offense fumbles after moving into scoring position. Opponent will have average field position. So Pocomoke City takes over. Final tick of the clock here in the first period. 2 come off, so that's going to be going into the second period. With a 3:46 for their drive. Great field position. It is average. Erratic offense or disciplined defense. No on both counts. Field goal attempt for the Rounders. And 1-6 is going to be good. FG is good. Pocomoke City 3. However, your score at the end of the first quarter, Pocomoke City 10-0 over the Onancock Indians. And here we go with the kickoff to Onancock, 24. And they're going to take over with average field position. 2 ticks off the clock for a red 3. 2:35 for the Indians. Onancock quarterback scrambles. Hit as he throws. It's picked off. And Pocomoke City displaying a little bit of dominance here early. That's the red one on the interception table. Interception made in the red zone. No return. So Pocomoke City takes over with poor field position. Yep. Alrighty. It's going to be 2 for the red 3. 133 for Pocomoke City. Prolific offense, no. Punishing defense, no qualities for Onancock's defense. So that's a field goal attempt. 61, and they needed up to 65, so field goal is good. Score is now 16-0. Onancock trying to get something going here. 55 for the kickoff return should give them average. It does. Average field position for this drive at about the 28-yard line. They start 1st and 10. 4 ticks off the clock. Just to make sure. Nope. Alrighty. 266 for Onancock. Passive defense, no. Clumsy offense or active defense, no. They're forced to punt it away. Pocomoke City with a 66. Punt, exciting return, great field position for Pocomoke City. With 3 ticks left in the first half, 16-0 is your score. 2 more ticks go the way of the Dodo. 136 for the Rounders. Pocomoke City 136. Prolific offense, no. Stiff defense, no qualities. They are forced to punt it away. And Onancock will get one final chance here before time expires in the first half. 52 for their punt return, and that's going to be receiving team average. And they get one more shot. Final tick comes off. 3:45. Dynamic or home offense, they are neither. 3:45. Soft defense, no, and they're forced to punt it away. With about 14 seconds left before the half, Pocomoke City with an 11. Punt return team electric, no. Average field position. And that's end of half. Pocomoke 6 more. Your score at the half. Pocomoke City shutting out the Onancock Indians by a score of 16-0. Let's go down to the locker room here for the half. Head coach Bill Thomas, what do you think of your guys? They're good. What's your plan for strategy in the second half? Gonna whoop them. All right. Thanks there, Coach Thomas. Appreciate it. Here we go. Getting ready to start the third quarter. And Onancock is going to receive the kickoff to open the second half. Here we go. 61. And they're going to start with average field position. They're not too far out of this game. It's only a 2 touchdowns and a field goal gets the lead. Here's their drive. Red 4 gets 2 ticks off the clock. 2:45. Dynamic offense, no. Soft defense, no. 2:45. Porous offense, no. They're coffin corner punt. Going to read the red. No, we're not. We do 3-6, black and white. 3-6. Decision to play the field position game works out, pinning the opponent deep. Ball bounces out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Pocomoke starting deep in their own territory. All right, 1 tick comes off the clock. This will be a quick drive. 1, 5, 6. Da-dee-da. Poor field position. Yes, offense doesn't score, but we'll try to flip field position. They are going to punt the ball away. They get out to about the 29, 4th and 3. Punt to the Indians. And that's a 31, which is going to yield perfect punt execution. Pins Onancock deep, so they're starting with poor field position. Inside the 20 at about the 18-yard line. Here we go. Onancock, 2 ticks off the clock with a red 3. 2-2-3 for their drive. Undisciplined defense, no. Mild defense, no. They're going to be forced to punt. A lot of 3 and outs here. So Pocomoke City, 54 on their punt return gives them average field position. Alrighty, 7 ticks left here in the 3rd quarter, and there's a long drive by the Rounders. Optional, make sure it's not another 6 to take 2 more off. Nope, it's not. So 1-1-6 for Pocomoke City. 1-1-6 up there. Prolific offense, no. Inept defense, no. And that's going to be a coffin corner punt coming up for Pocomoke. Trying to pin Onancock deep again. Yeah, coffin corner right there. And that's going to be a 35. And yes, they pin him deep. So Onancock starts with poor field position here with 3 ticks. 3:45 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. And that is 2 ticks off the clock, getting us right up to the end of the 3rd quarter. 1:44 for Onancock, and that's going to be poor field position. Yes, they need to punt, and they are backed up, but that's only going to take 1 tick rather than 2 with that little red dot there. So Onancock, punt, backed up. 54, long punt, but a great return. So Pocomoke City has great field position with 2:30 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. 2 ticks come off, and that will end the quarter, barring a red dot. 1, 2, 3 for Pocomoke City. The Rounders looking to add. Poor field position. No, it's great. Yes, it is. Touchdown pass. Screen past the blitz. Pocomoke City finds the end zone again. And with that 32, the extra point is good. Pocomoke City closes out the 3rd quarter with a touchdown. Going to make your score 23-0. Go to the 4th, and Onancock, the Indians, being shut out. They're set for the kickoff return, 4-2. And we're going to have receiving team takes over with average field position to start their first drive out at about the 32-yard line. 1st and 10. 2 ticks come off the clock with a 2:44 for Onancock. Poor field position. Nope, it is average. Inept defense. No ineptitude on the field here. Field goal attempt. Onancock with a chance to get on the board with a 34 for the field goal. Needed 62. It's good. So Onancock scores 3. Your score is 23-3. They're going to kick off to Pocomoke City. And the Rounders with a 1-3 cuts and turns upfield, but loses the ball after a big hit. Fumble. Fumble on the kick return. I'm going to read the red for that fumble. which is a 4. Defensive lineman rumbles downfield for a decent return. Opponent has great field position. Fumble lost. Onancock, great on the fumble return. Okay, so here we go. Onancock trying to get some more points on the board. 2 ticks come off. 356 for Onancock. Reliable, you can't read that. There it is. Reliable or disciplined offense. Decide or Die says they are reliable. Field goal attempt for Onancock. They need more than field goals, but they'll take the points. Field goal is good. Onancock scores 3 more. Kicking off to Pocomoke City. They're nibbling away at the lead, but they don't have enough time to do it at this rate. 23 on the kickoff return. Pocomoke City takes over with average field position. 4 off the drive. Ball control, taking care of the time. And that was a 3, so just a 4 ticks. 4, 5, 6 for the Rounders. Pocomoke City. It's not an early season. It's not a dull offense. Touchdown run. 3rd and goal from the 3. Pocomoke City taking time on this drive, and they drive downfield. They score the touchdown. The extra point 33 is good. Pocomoke City scores 7 more. Your score is 30-6. And here comes the Onancock Indians. 4 ticks left to go. 26 on their kickoff return. They're going to start with average field position. 2 ticks with a red 3. 233 for the Indians. Solid offense. Decide or Die says no. Mild defense. They don't have that quality. They're forced to punt it away. Let me make sure. They might be able to go for it here. 7:30 less to go in a game. The special option may be used as a result of a punt or field goal attempt, and the situation requires going forward on 4th down. Roll on this table. If successful, the offense will get another roll. Let's do that. So roll on this table. Is there a table for 4th down? I've never looked for it before. 4th down and go for it right there. We're looking at the red. It's a 2. Home offense. Onancock, no. Crowd energy propels the defense to a big stop. Loss on downs. And that's going to be average field position for Pocomoke City. And they're going to use the last 2 right there. 3:45 for their final drive. Dynamic. They are the home offense. 3:45. Field goal attempt. And at 35, they're going to make it. And that's going to be your final score. 6-10. Your final score is going to be Pocomoke City Rounders 33, Onancock Indians 6, and that is the Chesapeake Division of the Delmarva Football League, using fast drive football here for the inaugural season. It's an easy game to learn. It's an easy game to play. It's a quick game. It says 20 minutes on the front of the instruction booklet. Yep, that's accurate. It's fun. It's a distraction. It's not 2 hours for a football game. I enjoy it. It's a little more involved, I think, than... I kind of liken it to Fury football. It's 2 different things, because Fury football, you have individual players that can change the outcome of the game. But I really do enjoy this. This is fantastic. It's a great game. Al, thank you very much. Yeah, you hit one out of the park on this one. You really did. Spiked it in the end zone and smacked it into the net while ripping the rim off the backboard. And triple froggy poof for the badminton golf championship. Now, dude, great game. Love it. It's fantastic. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to put some games up. Perhaps not on a regular, but at the very least keep track of how the league is going. A little more in-depth introduction to the league. Again, this was the Chesapeake Division. I'll do the first 3 games for the Delaware Division, and then, well, we'll go from there and we'll cover it and go through some seasons. So, yeah, that was it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. This is Chris, Tabletop Sports Delaware, and keep on rolling. Delmarva. Playing some Delmarvelous football. Right.